Ladies and gentlemen, great article in the Wall Street Journal today. The Washington Post also had an article. Everybody's talking about this, and this is going to be the second conviction within the Durham probe special counsel. A third conviction will come up with Danchenko, the subsource of the Steele dossier. I want to read you this from the Wall Street Journal, and I want to correlate this to what John Durham is almost certainly doing with a case against Andrew McCabe and others. Okay, Andrew McCabe, according to Michael Sussman's defense team, met with Michael Sussman, knew that, this is according to the Washington Examiner, the defense team is saying, well, Andrew McCabe, the assistant director of the FBI, knew that Sussman was working with Clinton and paid by the the Clinton campaign and working on behalf of the Democratic Party. So he still met with the attorney, just like James Baker, the top legal counsel at the Bureau, met with Sussman. The difference being Baker stated that he didn't know Sussman's client was Clinton, whereas Andrew McCabe knew and had no problem with it, according to the defense. Do you see the problem here, ladies and gentlemen? Michael Sussman's defense is throwing everyone under the bus. His defense is what I've been saying on this channel. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost at 200,000 subs. Tell your friends about this channel and hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. I told everyone Bitcoin is going to get to 10,000. The Dow and NASDAQ are going to completely tank. And they're going to get to close to around late 2019, early 2020 levels. I told everyone this. Read my article in the Federalist in October of last year. Read that article. Watch the playlist, ladies and gentlemen. The playlist, the Stock Market Crash playlist, I was talking about this since like last September, October, September, November on this channel when the market reached highs, and I said it's unsustainable. Inflation's going to go through the roof. We're going to have contracting GDP. We're going into a recession. And I predicted all of this. Now, again, I'm not clairvoyant, but the reason you're watching this channel is because I do give good information. And it's published in the Federalist for eternity. Fantastic conservative publication. I used to be on the left. I was published in the Huffington Post, the Hill Salon, other publications saying Clinton would lose to Trump. You can read my Jerusalem Post op-eds below in the pinned comment as well. But my Federalist article in the pinned comment is told everybody this. I'm going to do more work on the Stock Market Crash channel starting tonight and tomorrow. I will have at least 3 segments a day on the Stock Market Crash channel. I'm going to really try to build that channel because unfortunately, this is only the beginning. I mean, I know I'm going on a tangent now with the stock market, but this is not a temporary downturn or correction. This is the beginning of a collapse. This is the beginning of a collapse. When you have formula, expecting mothers or mothers needing formula that they can't have in the richest country in the world, We are already seeing hedge funds have issues with margin, derivatives, and I said they would. There's a cryptocurrency possible fiasco pertaining to hedge funds, which hedge funds deny. You're going to have smaller hedge funds go under, banks. I mean, it can go on forever. And I predicted all of this, and I told everyone this, and people are telling me, hey, you know what? You helped save my 401k. And I'm humbled by that. But anyway, this is, okay, getting back to, so hit subscribe, please, and hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel in the pinned comment. We're almost at 19,000 subscribers there. Let's build that channel together, ladies and gentlemen. I've been spot on in everything that I've been saying. I'm going to read you this article. Then there's James Comey's FBI. One downside of the Durham lying strategy is that it requires prosecutors to present the FBI as dupes of the Clinton operation. Yet amusingly, this has lured the defense into providing evidence of the Bureau rot. Mr. Sussman's lawyers will argue at trial that their client can't be found guilty of lying to the Bureau since, quote, they have reviewed more than 300 emails that show the Bureau understood Sussman worked for Democratic campaign entities. Do you realize that what I've been saying is now the Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, people are now I was talking about and writing about in the Federalist, the Durham probe special counsel in 2019. Rush Limbaugh actually shared some of one of the articles on his show. Before he passed away, about a year before he passed away, he shared one of the articles about twice on his show. Around, I don't know exactly the timeline. It was not long before he passed away. He shared one of my articles on his show. And Andrew McCabe now the man lied 3 times under oath. 2 investigators got away with it. The lie was pertaining to a leak that James Comey told him he couldn't engage in, but he did anyway for self-serving purposes because he had been given money by Democrats in Virginia. And Comey stated that he would testify against McCabe. On CNN, Comey stated that he would testify against McCabe. Okay? So, the Durham Probe Special Counsel is building a case pertaining to 18 U.S. Code 371, one of my articles in the Federalist. 18 U.S. Code 371, you could go ahead and look up the statute. It talks about if 2 or more people conspire to defraud the United States government, its people, media, if they engage in a racket for political or personal or monetary gain. You cannot deceive government agencies. You can't deceive media and then just claim it's opposition research. Opposition research is finding out if somebody has a tape of them having a romantic relationship with a farm animal and then finding that tape and then trying to engage in whatever. Which what you should do is just say, go ahead. I mean, it's 2022, ladies and gentlemen. You know. So it's not like so that is what opposition research is. Finding really embarrassing possible criminal activity somebody has done. Okay? Like, okay, this Democrat had a romantic relationship with, this farm animal. Okay, here's the tape. Okay, we just found out. That's what they were trying to do to Madison Cawthorn and other, whatever. That's opposition research. Opposition research is not feeding lies and deceitful statements to the Federal Bureau of Investigation with the help of tech researchers and surveillance and willing government agents like Andrew McCabe, who was compromised and had to recuse himself from the Clinton email probe. 18 U.S. Code 371. John Durham is setting up a conviction of Andrew McCabe with this trial that's coming up. I mean, this is going to be the biggest trial in modern U.S. history, one of the biggest. And they celebrated and sensationalized, the trials of George Papadopoulos or, the plea deal with Michael Flynn and all this stuff. It's like, or the trial with Michael Flynn, or going after Carter Page or Manafort. None of those people conspired with Kremlin intelligence officials. They were caught up in an entire web of deceit. The U.S. government was leveled and pitted against Donald Trump. Now we have a real investigation, a real probe, the Durham Probe Special Counsel, real special counsel, looking into actual crimes. The crime is setting up Trump. Sussman lied as he was setting up Trump, but he's not being indicted on the statute pertaining to those who conspire. He's going to be convicted on lying because he literally texted, I'm not going on behalf of the Clinton campaign. That's not opposition research. That is a manipulative attempt at utilizing the United States government to investigate direct political rivals. And that is right there. You cannot say, okay, the DNC allegedly being infiltrated by the Kremlin to inform everyone that Bernie Sanders was cheated, that's not national security. The DNC is a private organization. They didn't even give, if it's national security, why didn't they give their servers to the U.S. government? Why didn't they give their servers to the U.S. government if it's national security? Taxpayer dollars have gone to everything from the Mueller probe to geopolitical nightmares taking place under mashed potato brains, our president, because our adversary was supposed to have picked one political side, Trump, against Democrats. But see, Democrats are secretive, deceptive, they lie all the time, and they utilize government and media to do their bidding. And we would never allow Republicans to act in the same manner towards them as they act towards Republicans. The problem is you have people like Lindsey Graham who are completely clueless. I mean, you saw what took place with Lindsey Graham. But it's not opposition research. It's very different. It's something we've never seen in this country before. Intel operatives almost always, I say almost always, because perhaps there are times where Intel operatives did very despicable things, perhaps, within this country. However, Intel operatives or Intel agencies usually stay out of domestic politics. They're known for actually being in the shadows, not being on MSNBC and CNN. Once that happened, you needed a special counsel to fix this. And Andrew McCabe is one of those people. I mean, look, James Comey himself, Andrew McCabe can easily turn on James Comey. They're all going to turn on each other. Okay, they're all abandoning ship and they're all turning on each other. It'll be interesting to see. Comey could be a witness at the Durham prosecution of Andrew McCabe, and that's not hyperbole. Give me your thoughts below. I might have a live stream later tonight. Be here. Check the channel in a couple of hours. Thank you.